today, our follow-up. The Stranger Things alternate reality game is complete. And what a alternate reality game it was. One, I thought this season of Stranger Things was hands down the best season of all. Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
I absolutely love this season of Stranger Things. Now, I will say this. The season could not have been this good without the seasons that came before.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot
so
of
much build-up. But as a result, I thought it was amazing. I had a friend online on Facebook that was like, oh, how typical, the villains were Russians. It was the 80s. It was the Cold War. Of course the villains are the Russians. Go watch Rocky IV. But I almost feel like they need to do a tie-in where, like, the ending of Rocky IV, like, like, they never addressed that in the future Rocky movies. Like, did Rocky end the Cold War with that boxing match? Weigh in. I know there's actually a YouTube video somewhere online that's like a fake future after that movie. But anyway, so, oh, that's nice. And I love Trapdoor sign she put up. That's amazing. And Todd totally agrees. So, Stranger Things did an alternate reality game. What's an alternate reality game, you ask? Well, it's kind of how Trapdoor got its start. Alternate reality games are online narratives that basically play out as if the real world is the story. So essentially, it usually takes place over a series of interconnected fictitious websites, public events, all kinds of stuff like that weave together this entire narrative to create this, this, I guess, enveloping experience. There hasn't been any in a while. Most popularly done by 42 Entertainment years back. I think the most notable ever being the Why So Serious campaign for the movie The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger and Christian Bale. But 42 Entertainment also did some really cool stuff for like Nine Inch Nails and well, look them up. 42 Entertainment. You'll find little case studies of all their games. But I didn't actually look up who created this Stranger Things alternate reality game, but it was done surprisingly well and really cool. I played through it, but our schedules have been so crazy that I don't remember half of what I did. So I went over to ArgNet, ARGN.com, and they have an entire recap. So if you want to follow along with us and kind of talk about it, Michael Anderson from ARGN.com wrote this up, and we're going to be talking about it a little bit in retrospect. So essentially, this campaign started with a commercial for the Starcourt Mall, which is the mall that's like the main location of this season of the show. And there's a Scoops Ahoy ice cream parlor in there where one of the main characters, Steve Harrington, works, and a newcomer to the show. And Baskin Robbins created pop-up Scoops Ahoy locations. And that's kind of where like this game launched. And that was kind of what you would call the rabbit hole of an alternate reality game, which kind of leads you down the path. And without kind of like spoiling things for Stranger Things, specifically this season, what the season was really about was the Russians were trying to open a new portal. Because they were unsuccessful opening a portal in Russia, they come to America, to the town of Hawkins, where the show takes place, because a portal was already open there in previous seasons, to reopen that portal. Maybe that would be easier. So the alternate reality game is about all these tasks to close portals in other places in the world. The way they do that is a little hands-off. You're kind of hacking email servers and looking for context clues throughout emails, and then sending characters fictitiously to those locations and, shutting down the portals. You only kind of hear like the feedback of like, success, you did it, thanks guys, let's find the next one type of thing. But it's still pretty cool to participate and do some hacking and things like that. We did an experience called Fool's Gold, which we're recreating for Trapdoor Escape Stream, that was in a similar situation where you'd hack emails and use that to like connect with characters via email and stuff like that, and influence outcomes in the show or the experience. So from there, they did this one kind of cool segment where you were navigating the characters through a blueprint map of a location and avoiding traps and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. We do a little segment of that in our Area 51 Puzzles and Corks theme, where you have to like navigate the team through Area 51, which is cool. It was a lot of fun, to put it bluntly. I really hope that there's more to this. I do see potential for this to connect to the next season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So it'd be really cool if, they're already, I think, jumping into production on season 4, which will be the final season, within the next couple months. So it'd be cool as the production rolls along, the alternate reality game keeps expanding, because they have everyone's email addresses now that participated, to kind of further bring us into the world and get us to the launch of the final season. I think that'd be really cool. So I hope that, is kind of the direction it ends up going. Have you heard anything about this, Christina?
A little bit, mostly just from what you've talked about, but I actually missed it. I heard about it after the fact.
Well, what's kind of cool, if you go to argn.com, you could see, and I'm sure, when we do our Puzzle Talk minis, we could put a link in the description for this mini. But you can play through it.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
It is replayable as like a single-player experience, but technically the whole game was a single-player experience. That was one of the things I loved about 42 Entertainment's Why So Serious campaign, was that it very much was multiplayer. Thousands of people were playing simultaneously, which was really cool. This was built to really be a single-player game.
So in the other one, did you interact with other people?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. There were message forums dedicated to it where people were all interconnecting, and scavenger hunts where people were going out together, and one of the things was from the Dark Knight movie. There was the whole getting Harvey Dent elected as district attorney, the guy who becomes Two-Face, and the entire election was part of the game.
Oh, neat.
So people had to go out campaigning and post photos at landmarks and all kinds of stuff. So it was cool. It was really cool. So if you played the Stranger Things alternate reality game, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to discuss it and chat further. And, like I said, I hope they continue more of it for Stranger Things, and I'd love to see more companies working these into future products. I think they do really, really well. Which, speaking of... And we hope you'll join us next time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't below. Like, comment, subscribe. And